Hello again, I am Blunty. Yes, I know, I look and sound a little rough. I'm sick at the moment, and also trying to grow my beard out, so it's in that awkward stage where none of that is relevant. I just mention it as an excuse to curtail comments of how crappy I look. Blunty, you need sleep. Blunty, did you age 7 years over the last week or so? Blunty, are your eyes actually even pointed in the same direction right now? Anyway, as the title of this video will likely suggest, this video is a failure. This is the Lenovo Y730, their new desktop gaming rig, part of a line of gaming stuff they've just relaunched. The Lenovo Legion brand has been around for a while now. They've just sort of relaunched it with a brand new design aesthetic, not so gamery anymore, but sleek, elegant, professional looking, the kind of stuff that you have a life outside of gaming, but you still want something to game on. That's kind of the marketing angle that they're shooting for. So, I've been checking out the Y730. Those who've been watching my live streams and stuff will know this already. We've done a few live streams playing games and stuff with it. I'll probably mention it a couple of times here on the YouTube channel as well. And before we move on, I should mention specifically, yes, I am sponsored by Lenovo at the moment. Yes, this is a sponsored video. This video is part of my contractual obligations as one of the videos that I have to make showing off their products, which I don't mind so much because the products are actually good. Thank God for that. Whew. So anyway, my plan for this video, my sponsored video, was to be, well, let's show off the airflow. They would bragged about the airflow design to me when they were giving me the brief on this stuff back at E3 and stuff. Check out the airflow, and we did sort of a fun little slow-mo video where we threw a bunch of, well, not we, they threw a bunch of confetti into this unit, actually, this specific unit. I can tell because the heatsink fan had to be removed and replaced because a bunch of confetti got trapped in the heatsink, because that's why you don't throw confetti into moving parts. It did provide a kind of fun slow-mo video, though, which I popped up on Twitter and stuff, so shrug. Anyway, so my plan was a more intelligent, a more non-destructive airflow demonstration. So what I did is I whipped out my very last remaining vape thingy. God, I've forgotten what they're called. I got into vaping a few years back to see what all the fuss was about when it was hip and exciting and stuff. You never see anyone vape anymore. So I whipped out one of my very last remaining working vape thingies, and the plan was I was going to blow vape smoke. It's not really smoke. Blow vapor into the front of the machine and get a really cool slow-mo shot of the smoke sort of twirling and wafting around inside the unit before getting ejected out the back. And then I was going to do the test again with the fan set on sort of a medium to high setting to emulate what the airflow would be like when you're gaming or something like that. And the problem is, even on the very, very lowest settings, the airflow design is too good. Like, I blew lungful after lungful after lungful of vapor into this thing with my mouth, trying to direct it with a bunch of straws taped together and all that sort of stuff. And all that would happen, it would be drawn in straight away and fill up very briefly. You get the very slightest haze inside the unit as the smoke sort of spread out and filled the cavity. And then it was gone. There was no mystical, twirling, swirling, magical, trippy, slow-mo footage of the smoke or the vapor sort of wafting around inside, drawing pretty cool shapes and stuff like that, and wafting out the back in an elegant little smoke trail. So instead of having a video full of really cool slow motion footage of vapor doing cool things inside a PC, you've got me waffling in front of the green screen here and explaining why this video isn't what I promised Lenovo I would make. It didn't work. You made your airflow design too good. You messed up my entire thing, Lenovo engineers. Your airflow design is too good. You ruined me. I told you I was going to make this video. I pitched this idea to you. You came to me and said, "Hey, what's your plan for the sponsored video for this month?" And I said, "I'm doing this. It's going to be really cool." And now I have to deliver this video to you because your audio design. Sorry, I kicked a can by my foot there, and all I could think about was the noise that was coming through the microphone. Your airflow design is too efficient. So, any suggestions for what we should do for the next sponsored look at this thing? I could play more games on it, or I could finally try overclocking that i7 it's in there, because that's the 8700K in there. That is overclockable. A bit reticent to do it because air cooler and factory installed air cooler, they're never usually that good for extreme overclock. We might get a nice little overclock over it. There is a version of this available with a water cooler, by the way, an all-in-one water cooler, which I haven't actually seen yet. I've only seen the media shots of, and it looks pretty awesome. I got to tell you, the water block and everything looks really cool. So I hope I get to play. Actually, I might talk to Lenovo, see if they can send me one of those. I'll install it myself in this thing. That could be fun. All I can tell you is the airflow is good. I can't show it to you because it's too good. Unless I get some more confetti. That's it. I could throw a bunch of confetti in there and see how much gets trapped in the heat sinks. That would demonstrate how good the fans are at collecting air and moving it. Clogging them all up with confetti. Like a buffoon. And yes, I'm looking at you. I know who. I'm not going to name and shame you. But I know who came up with this idea at E3. I know your name. I could name and shame you. I could give people your Twitter address so they could harass you for your idea of throwing confetti into moving parts in a precision high-end gaming desktop. It's just because I'm a little tilted about it. I got the cool slow-mo footage, but I'm a little tilted about it still. Especially since you send me the unit you had to pull apart to get rid of all the confetti. This is the one. I can tell. Thanks for watching. I'm Blunty, and we'll catch you next time. And yeah, let me know if you have other ideas of stuff you want to see me try with this thing. Eventually we'll get to the point where I've just done everything I can with the stock and I'll start modding it or something. Give it a paint job.